This is Cow Plains Homestead. Well, this is the shed. Beautiful example of an old bullock dray there. Still got the horse harness collars there as well. All built out of cypress pine. Restored, of course. Just pretty amazing. This is just left open to the public to wander through. Some stirrups, horseshoes. And we'll go over to the main homestead and have a look. Cow Plains Homestead. A whole lot of bits and pieces. Cool girly safe. And an old picture. Homestead back in the 70s. Even then, the cypress pine, native cypress pine, still looking pretty good. It's pretty nice. Organ said to have been taken on a spring cart to church services at the homestead in 1912-1913, where Mrs. Mead of Tutya South played it. There you go. Just before World War One. Quite an amazing little exhibition that's just left open to the public. Beautiful old fireplace. Well, that's what's his name? Dougal McPherson, 1820 to 1901. He first settled Cow Plains from 1867 to 1897. Well, there you go. Another picture of Cow Plains in the 70s. Gee, they still look pretty original, those cypress pines. Big back veranda. What's over here? Sundial, surmised to be made by a surveyor in 1879. It was repositioned in January 2003. There you go. Nice looking old homestead. My old man grew up in this country, Murrayville, which is only 20 kilometres away actually. One of the reasons why we're coming this way, try and find where his ashes were put, because we were never told that by our relatives. There's the old outhouse, the thunderbox. That still looks pretty original to me. Get the thunderbox out from the bottom. And the cookhouse. Better have a look in the cookhouse. Oh, you've got to have a bit of a look out for snakes and whatnot when you walk into these places. Some flora and fauna. Oh, beautiful mudlark nest. Purple-caped honeyeaters, mistletoe bird, weebills, woolly wagtails, thrush, chat white. Okay. Pretty well put together, this. Oh, look at that fireplace. Hey. Not the original one, but it would have been the original location, I'm pretty sure. Oh, well, hang on. There's a picture of the original, I think. Maybe it is the original fireplace. Well, certainly would have had some roaring fires in that. Anyways, yeah. Pretty good, very interesting display. I'm not quite sure what was going on here, but it looks like they've been quarrying limestone, what I'm guessing is limestone. It's a bit of a mess. It's like an old dozer. Drill rig. Steel beer cans there. Have a look at them. Little steel beer cans. I wonder. It looks like they were crushing limestone to me. Crusher and a conveyor belt and whatnot. There's still dirt and rock and stuff up in there, but yep, I'm guessing there's still crap in the buckets there. Crushing limestone. You can see the layers of limestone down in there, down below there. So they've been quarrying it all throughout this whole area around the homestead. Anyway, there you go. Interesting. Finally found some information on and it is a limestone quarry. 50 acres of it from 1962 until 1985. And it was primarily used for road construction. So just ripping up limestone and crushing it and using it for road base. There you go. So we've just been camped at Cadell on the Murray River. It's a pretty nice site. It's where the Murray River turns south and starts its last 500 kilometre run to the ocean. And we go across the we go across the river on a ferry here, and of course the boom gate just went down, so now we're going to have to wait for it. He saw me waiting here and he's decided to let me on. He was just about to depart. I think he actually did depart. I think he got about a metre away from the shore. And then he saw me waiting there and decided to come back and let me on. He's only got one car on here anyway. Well, there you go. Cadell Ferry across the Murray River. We're gonna probably end up going to Port Pirie today. I don't know. We'll see how we go. Alright, here we go. Morgan 10, Burra 95. So I've just stopped in Burra to get some supplies and some fuel, and I've been trying to find a place that has a small funnel so I can put my fuel additive into the fuel tank. And I go to walk into this shop. As I open the door, the guy sort of rushed towards me. I'm like, what? He said, oh, $5 entry fee to the shop, refundable on purchase. I looked at him and I said, what? He's pointing at the door, sign on the door saying, $5 entry fee, refundable on purchase. And I just instantly burst out laughing, just turned around and walked out. So I wonder how much business he's making. What the f*** has this country come to? A $5 entry fee to go into the shop. Get the f*** out of here. Anyway, let's go up to the old Burra mine site and have a look. Hopefully it doesn't cost $200 to get in. I must say, it's a beautiful old town though. Burra, South Australia. Every building is all made out of stone. Of course, it's a mining town. Wherever there's mines and money, oh look, there's churches everywhere. It's not to save their souls, I'll tell you that. To get as much money out of the community as they can. Copper mines, I think, here. Oh, somebody's got a coaster bus. Not sure how this audio will turn out because it's a bit windy. So yeah, I've come up to the old mine site. I'm still not sure what it is yet, whether it's copper or whatever. This is the crusher engine housing here. It was all started back in the 1860s, I think, and petered out at the end of the 1870s. It didn't last long. The old crusher site, a boiler engine house site that flew up on the top of the hill there, and a apparently you can go into town and you can buy a passport to the whole mine site, and you get a key with that, and it lets you into a whole lot of buildings, etc. I'm not going back into town with my bus, so we're just going to do a tour on the mountain bike, because it's quite a long walk. It's about 11 kilometres, but I don't think we're going to be doing the 11 kilometres. But yeah, there's little ore buckets. I just can't imagine all this stuff just being left here since the mine closed, and they just walk away and leave it. This is where having a key will let you into some of the finer examples of the mine. We've got to say something for the absolutely magnificent stonework in South Australia and all the buildings. Truly amazing. Anyway, Morford Engine House, the only reconstructed Cornish engine house in the world, containing displays on 3 floors. The other Morford shaft. Top section of this 182 metre deep shaft has been re-timbered. Yeah. Yes, of course. They were incredible stonemasons back in the day. Anyway, I think that's it. We're not really going to be able to see much because they've got it all fenced off and locked up, and unless you buy the passport and the key, you're not going to get in to see anything. Fascinating place all the same. Right, back down to the van and onwards we go. Must admit though, Burra is a beautiful old town. All these stone buildings. We're off to Crystal Brook and Port Pirie.